Training for speaking, testing, language exchange, focused listening, and feedback from AI. When we do online language exchange, we can go for level up in focusing on speaking and listening. And after the session, we can prepare speaking tests, just like speaking of IELTS, or each language has a process of testing for the speakers, foreign speakers. Then we can we want to pass the exam with the level of language to get a good jobs, or to apply for studying abroad. In English, as like IELTS or TOEIC, there are some tests. Each language also has tests. Like Korean is a TOPIK, JPIK. Then each country has a program to get the measure the ability in language for foreign speakers who want to try to use their own languages. So, and it's very important to get a good score to get a goal. So, and while do your online language exchange in speaking and listening, we can also make some topics like interviewing. For example, each language partners can make 10 questions for each languages. After then, and we can ask a question, we can answer the questions. The 10 questions from target language and 10 questions from own languages. Then we can express, and we can have language partners to get a good speaking levels in doing speaking test sessions, in doing online language exchange. So it's a little bit simple, and then we research about the IELTS speaking test, and then we can figure out what kind of questions are used in the test, and then we can make the questions, both of languages with 10, and we can use each question in 30 seconds. Then and we can use 10 minutes, each 10 minutes. After then we can get a feedback from AI. Then after we make the question and answer session, and then we can training the feedbacks from AI, and then so AI can give the feedback, and then we can review that two languages. By doing that, we can understand what kind of question are used, or when we speak, and then we can check out the proper vocabulary and grammar, and the process about the opinion. Then the opinion is some fact or experience, and some basically common sense are also important. So we just try to speak naturally on the topics about the questions. Question and answer is very simple. When we speak, doing online language exchange with the help of language partners who can speak our target language, then we can use easy to communicate with the native speakers by doing that, and then communicate with the native speakers. By doing that, then we can get a natural speaking process, and then we can get a feedback from AI, and we can make some question and answer and naturally, and then we try to speak more naturally, and we can improve. In the end, we can get a good scores in speaking test in each language. So, and then here I have some program with the 3 steps of the language exchange with the language partners. The first step is making reference to with AI, and then we can follow up and building vocabulary, making sentences, make conversation, and then reading stories. This is basically not good for communication. It's spending knowledge is good, and then building vocabulary is good. The whole thing is depended in text. That is the first one. If we can listen, we can communicate with it. We can focus on speaking and listening to improve the pronunciation. This is good for the communication. After we do the session, if we want to the specific purpose to abroad to get a job, and then we can do the online language exchange by making question and answer, and then just the pattern of speaking test in the specific program, then we can use as good training for reality. And then we can make some good example for speaking test. After then, we are trying to take an exam in speaking, and then we can get a good score. That's the benefit of doing online language exchange with the language partners better. Anyway, so and then we try to the third question about it. I'll also try to do that, but I have no plan about doing tests. Just I want only communication. But I would like to have someone who want to take a speaking test in each languages. Now I'm in Korean maybe, and then I do an English, and then Vietnamese, and then maybe uh, we can do half meeting each other together. Today I talk about speaking test in doing a language exchange with each other about 3 pages about the contents, and then easily I can get the contents with the help of AI. In English, in my content of speaking tests in doing online language exchange after proofreading with. Then I go this. I got a content from what I talk about it, and then I can review it with the contents. And see, I can make some improvements in the language session. Thank you for sharing your idea. Sounds like you're building a system for improving speaking skills through online language exchange, especially for people who want to practice real conversation, prepare for speaking tests like IELTS or the other exam. Get AI feedback and train with language partner. I wrote your message into a clear structure so you can use it as a proposal, content plan, or explanation to others. Speaking test practice through online language exchange, a practical system using AI and language partnering. Many people study foreign language to get a good job, study abroad, or a passing speaking test like IELTS, TOPIK, or language exam in their own countries. To reach these goals, strong speaking and listening skills are essential. I'd like to share a simple three-step system to help improve speaking method using online language exchange with a partner, AI-powered training, test style speaking practice. Step one, regular online language exchange. Speaking and listening regularly with native or fluent speaker. Use your target language and switch roles half the time in your language, half in your partner's. Focus on natural conversation, not perfection. Record the short session to review later. Step two, speaking test to practice IELTS style or similar. After regular practice, prepare for speaking test using mock formats. Choose a topic like a job interview and then study about daily situations. Each person creates 10 questions in their target language and native language. Practice question and answers for 10 to 15 minutes. Answer each question in 30 to 60 seconds like in IELTS speaking. Use AI to give the feedback on pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary and word. Example, partner A asks a question in English for IELTS style practice. When partner B answers them, they switch roles. AI gives feedback and both review it together. Let's review your fluence with AI software. Use AI to help create reference question and sample answers. Suggest better vocabulary or grammar. Provide feedback after sessions. Training speaking on topics like giving your opinion, describing personal experience, answering WH question clearly. This helps you the ability to speak naturally and confidently, even in the test situation. Why this works? It's simple, real, and effective. You train with a real human, but also get AI coaching. You build fluency and test performance at the same time. You can prepare for future goal, job, visa, study, or just fluent communication. Bonus, partner matching. Even if you are not planning to take a test now, you can help others who are. For example, I want to improve communication in Korean, English, and Vietnamese. I'm not taking IELTS now, but I'd like to have someone practice if they are. We can split a session, half test the practice, half the natural conversation. Let's make a habit of language exchange with the purpose, communication fluency, and reaching goals together. Hey, I did it. Done.